Howdy Warhammer Fantasy fans, this is Warhammer with Sheep, and it is still Stampede Week, and I'm bringing you a battle report. This time, it is my Wood Elves against Chaos Dwarves. We're decided to do 2,996 in preparation for the Warhammer tournament here in Calgary. We're pretty excited about that. Most of my gaming group's going to be going down for that. So here it is, battle line scenario. This is a look at my spells. I have a level 3 on life, and there is the spells that he has. Then I have a level 4 sorceress on high magic, which brought a lot of raised eyebrows at my club. But here we go. Here's the look at the table and the list we have. I have 3 Treekin, 12 Glade Guard True Flight arrows, 3 more Treekin, 29 Glade Guard. These have hag bang tipped arrows. Inside them is my BSB and my level 4. And then on the right, let's see, there's a Tree Man Ancient behind these trees here. Another 12 unit of 12 Glade Guard with True Flight arrows. A Tree Man, another Tree Man, and another 3 Treekin. 14 Way Watchers with 2 Way Stalkers. One has the Bow of Lauren, and the other one has the Moonstone of Hidden Pathways. So I'm planning on getting them eventually in this forest as soon as I kill his Magma Dragon. It was just a young Magma Dragon. He has 33, 34 blunderbusses. He has a really killy lord on a Bale Taurus, 6 flamer dudes, and then a block of 20, 25 with his other sorceress in there and his BSB. This is just sword and board, Chaos Dwarves. We have the evil steam-like cannon for the Chaos Dwarves, and then on the left side we have another Warpfire Dragon. So a lot of dragons on his side. Amazing paint job. There's just a better look at his army. Fantastic. Shane's bringing the heat. I steal first turn. Hand of Glory, boosting these elves' ballistic skill up by 2. Fantastic. Flesh to Stone goes off on some Treekin who advanced quite aggressively. You'll see there is a template there. That's because my Tree Man Ancient miscast and took a wound. Loads of 6s. Poison attacks. I kill the flamers. First turn, the miscast does a little bit. Alright, so I move up slightly more on the right flank. Do a lot of shooting. I also shoot his Magma Dragon and take off, I think. Take it down to 1 wound left. And there we have his Warpfire Dragon moving up, Bale Taurus moving up, everything else shimmying forward. Dragon turns to face the annoying Way Watchers who have shot our armor-piercing arrows at it and has brought it down to 1 wound. Sad thing is, when he turned to face, his base is closer to me, and so it was within 10 inches, so I couldn't get my stand and shoot. Whereas if it was facing this way, I could have totally got my stand and shoot. Reaction. Anyway, Soul Blight on those Treekin. I decided to use my Dispel Scroll. Why? Because I'm scared of it and I have no idea what this spell does. Ash Storm. Silly me, I soon learned that Ash Storm on my big Glade Guard unit is a really bad thing for them. Even with their Hand of Glory, sure, their ballistic skills raised by 2, but now it's down by 1, and they have a whole bunch of other negative effects. The main one being my wizard not being able to cast spells on any other unit but itself, which sucks. Steam Tank shoots at it, scatters off. Actually, that was from the Warpfire Dragon. Kills some Glade Guard because they have no armor. Attempt to Hand of Glory again. That gets dispelled by his dice. Attempt Flesh to Stone. That gets taken off. And also Earthblood. Now, you may have noticed that my 1 Tree Man has made a heroically long charge across the map and has made Boxcars to go into this dwarf unit here. I single out his BSB and I challenge him and I plan on doing a Tree Whack ability, hoping he fails his initiative of 3. He also has the really killy Hammer of Doom that basically, because I'm flammable, I am instant killed. I didn't know that. I didn't know Chaos Dwarves had that item. Now I do. Anyways, that's what happens. There's all my wounds I put on the dragon. Still in combat, I managed to Thunderstomp, I think, a regular Chaos Dwarf. Warpfire Dragon, I've also never played with this dragon before. I have no idea that it burns everything within 3 inches. And when you have not a lot of saves and you're flammable, that's actually quite a big deal. You may notice that this picture has is missing something. It's missing a Bale Taurus. That's because in my shooting phase, I shot it with my big group of Glade Guard with the poison-tipped arrows. And then when I randomized between the monster and the rider, all the poison shots went on the on the mount, and it killed him. So there we have the Killy Lord just moving over here to face down these Glade Guard. And the dragon, Magma Dragon, charges into the Way Watchers. I'm thinking, all right, I go first. I got a ton of attacks, plus 2 heroes. All I got to get is 1 wound through. I could not roll a 6 to save my life on any of the hits. And there were many. And again, he Ash Stormed my big unit. And that's really sucking. I made the argument that the dragon was really looking after the owl. He just wanted to kill the owl, not the Way Watcher unit. C'est la vie. This tree man and the treekin failed their charge against the blunderbusses. They open up on him, getting a whole bunch of shots, always standing and shooting. I only managed to take 5 wounds, so I have 1 wound left. That's perfect. All I need to get in there. His lord unleashes his breath weapon against me, kills a few Glade Guard. Tree man goes down to the shooting of the steam tank equivalent, and there we have a look at the board. And after breathing lots of fire on me and not having much armor, I lose 6 Glade Guard. So half the unit's gone, but I don't panic. This combat goes bad. That's how much he kills and thunderstomps, and I lose combat and break Otter off the board. And he also pursues, failing his leadership test and needing to pursue, and goes off the board himself. Tree Man survives a round against a BSB with the killable Doom Hammer. I decided to do it again. It's now just a race to who can kill each other first. He gets to strike first. I survive, but I don't get to true whack him. In my turn, I attempt to charge up into them, but they have their stand and shoot reaction, and he kills the tree man. Probably should have targeted the treekin, but oh well. That is what it is. There we have the Glade Guard and the Tree Man Ancient moving up a little bit. And the two treekin units both charge the steam tank, which I found out that I probably could have just used one unit and held it up just fine. And I could have used the other treekin unit to potentially go into the unit with the tree man up here. But I didn't. And there we have a look at the board. Treekin do make it into the blunderbusses, and my other tree man is gone. This tree man is remarkably still alive, and the Glade Guard turned to face the dragon. Hand of Glory, dispelled. Flesh to Stone, dispelled. He is getting really good at dispelling things. Apotheosis goes off, and I heal a wound. Fantastic. They shoot at the Lord. They can't kill him because he's got armor save. Amazing, even with his mount being gone. And then there's just a pillow fight going against here with the Treekin versus the Steam Tank equivalent, and he pops him. The BSB finally rolls a hit that wounds the tree man, and he just explodes in a ball of flames. And I had a good feeling that that was going to be the turn where I was going to kill him too. Anyways, here's the treekin. They got 1 wound on them. They kill 3 or 4 guys in the back, and they do a couple more thunderstomps. Then this unit is free to charge into the treekin. Darn it. The Lord's free to charge into the Glade Guard. I probably should have pursued, but I figured I have, what is that, 10 shots? I could probably kill him. He's only got, I think, like 1 or 2 wounds left. Nope. Magma Dragon comes back on the board. Warpfire Dragon says, I'm not going to go in the forest. I'm going to go outside it, and I'm going to burn you. Soul Blight goes off. Ash Storm goes off. And the dragon sits there and burns my unit. And shoots the unit with his breath weapon as well. Kills a tree man. Overruns. This treekin runs away. These treekins run away, bounce through this unit. They cannot catch. This Chaos Dwarf Lord's going to go to town. These treekins try to go to town, but can't because they only have strength. Ridiculously 4, underpowered. I probably should have taken beasts. Anyways, high magic goes... no. Flesh to Stone on these Glade Guard. Figured I probably should have fled with them. I didn't. I made a mistake. I got to at least keep them alive. Flesh to Stone should do that. It goes off, and they put a wound on him. Treekin lose combat with all their combat res having a banner. They can't catch them. They're like that. And the elves shoot at the dragon and bring the Warpfire Dragon down to 1 wound left. Darn. I even shot a BSB Hail of Doom arrow at it. Ash Storm, again on his turn, kills my unit with more of his flaming 3-inch radius attacks. and they're ash stormed, so negative, negative. Tank moves up here, tree can rally, and they do a couple charges, or get charged rather. The blunderbusses make a long charge into these remaining 10 glade guard. Oh, 3 shouldn't have been taken off. Put them back on. There's the dragon. Made a long charge with his BSB into my glade guard unit, which did get a stand and shoot, but could not roll a single 6. Ridiculous. Pillow fight. 2 wounds left, and I think full. He's got a few wounds taken off him there. True Flight Arrow archers reformed to shoot that dragon, and they managed to kill it. And in our phase, I don't know what spell that is, but it goes off. Oh, nope, it doesn't go off. I think it was Flesh to Stone. Earthblood? Nope. Oh, God, I hit something. Hand of Glory? Yeah, Hand of Glory goes off. And I increase their ballistic skill. Boom, there goes the death of the dragon. Tree Man Ancient charges into these dwarves. Got to get a flank charge. They ran into this unit through the overrun. Them not getting their stand and shoot. There it is. Killable Lord gets charged by 2 Treekin that rallied. And the Magma Dragon comes into that fight. But it only has 1 wound left, so I'm going to go actually before that dragon and hopefully it can kill it. Soul Blight goes off on the unit. Nothing I could do. They run, they flee. The Tree Man's unbreakable. They reform to face him there. And I do. I kill the dragon. And I lose the Tree Man, or Treekin. And there's the end of combat. My turn. I rally. I choose to do Walk Between Worlds. I go Ethereal and I move immediately 20. I'm just trying to get out of this blunderbuss's line of sight. 1 Tree Man left, 1 Tree Man left, 1 Tree Man Ancient left. This is all I really have, plus those 10 Glade Guard. The Tree Man Ancient goes down. It's just not meant for combat. And I choose to flee. And now he can't do a charge, and he has to shoot through some hard cover. I'll take it. And he kills the unit. And he kills the level 4, who has a 4-up board and 3 wounds put on it. And I couldn't make it. Although, I did probably have a counter for that, because I did get Hand of Glory off, but I think he killed me. Regardless, it is a major win for the Chaos Dwarves. Not really having an answer for the hordes, trying to kill off the dragons. Really being disappointed with my Way Watchers, not positioning them and moving them back on more than I should. But I really wanted to be close as I can to shoot him. I really didn't think he could turn and then potentially charge me, weathering 2 rounds of shooting. But there you have a look at the board at the end. Thanks for watching, folks.